Guess what? Sunday. Day off. Unfortunately, I'm not going on the boat today. Even though it's a beautiful day, it's quite windy around West and South Wales. So just end up being a right chop fest over there. So I think I'm going to take a sneaky day off work this week when the winds drop down, because I'm quite keen to get out with my mate Nikki. So to that end of things, taking the dog for a walk. Where is she? Down there. Wolf and my missus is right back me just there. He's playing with stones and stuff, so I thought I'd take the dog for a bit of a stretch your legs up here and back. And then plan is I'm going to do some grouting, and also, oh yeah, on Wednesday, set a reminder, because I'm on Koi Wholesale live talk. I don't know what they're in for, do they? Anyway, if you have got any specific questions that you'd like me to ask, I'll filter through the comments and have a look and see if any of them are fitting. Well, obviously I'm not going to be able to do all of them, but I've got quite a few questions myself, basically because I'm a little bit of a novice. And it's kind of about the show scene, because I'm starting to do some shows this year. So yeah, another exciting thing, guys, we got the Southeast Koi show. I think it's the Southeast Junior Koi show on the weekend. So I'm attending that. You'll probably see me or find me at Exclusively Koi. So I think I might be helping the boys through the weekend there, and also doing a little bit of filming for the channel. So yeah, it's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to going down and assisting those boys, and I think it's going to be good for me because I'll be practicing bagging fish up, which is good, because if you go to koi shows, you've got to know these things, didn't you? I've taken plenty of fish out of bags, but I've never actually bagged a fish. So all these little things, mate, they all come together for the bigger picture, don't they? So anyway, yeah, I got an exciting new buy as well the other day. Got a lovely goshki, 57 cm from Minima Koi Farm, which is the mecca of goshkis. I think they provide a lot of parent koi for a lot of the big koi farms around Nagata and stuff like that, and the Yamakoshi Mountains. What else? So I've slowly raised the heat in my pond now to 20 degrees. I'm going up a degree every week until I hit about 23, 24 degrees, and then we're gonna cook the fish. I gotta get the quarantine up and running again. Also, I've done a really, I think, necessary upgrade to my Oase drum. I think it's something that everyone who has an Oase drum will find that there is a slight problem there. Don't eat that poo, go on. That there is a slight problem with a lot of fish feces gathering just in that gap. There's about an inch gap just before the drum. And yeah, I've done such a simple fix there, guys. All it literally needs is a little bit of hose pipe or a little bit of air pipe that you'd get in an Nexus, but I'll show you that later on. And it literally took me 10 minutes. And I got a little T-junction as well. It's like from a irrigation system. You can buy them. I think they're about £3 from B&Q. It's just like a little T. You tee off the main air going into the moving bed, you know. So it doesn't cost you anything more. But since I've done that, the whole drum is totally clear, like, you know. So anyway, let me get this walk out the way, and I'll see you in a minute. Come on, pal. Watch those stinging nettles. He's never been stung yet, so he doesn't know the pain of being a baby. Right, watch those stinging nettles, you. Come on, boy, come on. Watch him. Hello, Mrs. Hadfield.
Hi.
Fancy meeting you in this lonely woods.
Do you remember we used to meet in woods?
We never met in woods. That was with your ex.
Wrong guy. Sorry, wrong guy.
If you go down to the woods today, you're sure for a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you're making the absolutely stunning day, guys. So just got back from walking, went up to the garden centre. Nothing I wanted there, but no more driving involved today. Got some work to do, so I'm going to open myself a beer, sip away at that, do some grouting. It's absolutely lovely. So what I'm going to do is take the covers off this pond, give these fish a bit of an airing. Yeah, I am looking for an acer in here, I told you before, guys. But gonna pick up some Scheisen, that means poo in German. And then we're gonna get some clothes on, I'm gonna cut my grass, I'm gonna do some stuff. Right then. So we've just come back from Sunday dinner. Lovely. Just popped into the garden centre on the way home because fancy another tree to go over there. So yeah, found another acer. I wanted a red one. There was a red one down there. I got a little red one there, but it's not the best. I think it is still, it's blooming still. I think we've got some more foliage to come on that one. But anyway, I wanted one to go in there, so I kind of got the same variety as that, so it kind of looked like a big acer when I moved those. Come over. What do you reckon, Boo? She's devastated because she loves to drink out of that pond. So I'm going to do some... I had to go back to B&Q basically to get one of those. Yes, don't look at any professionals out there because they probably are rubbish, but that's going to do me. And you sure she's having a pee there, so I'm going to jet wash all of this up today, later on now. Sort of that bit of rubbish, jet wash the deck in, get my barbecue set up there, ready with the tables. Lovely. But anyway, let's get on with some DIY first. And you're not going to go down there and pee on my grass. Lovely jubbly, guys. So we're getting somewhere today, slowly. I'm doing some little bits and bobs that I've been meaning to do for a while. The boy's just gone to sleep and the missus has come down with a present for me. You gotta love coleslaw, guys. Cheers, Yazzie. Look at it, look. Anyway, what have we done? We've done a bit of grouting. Not a massive difference, but it looks completed. Don't look at that, guys. That's just a little bit of residue that needs to come off. So we've done all of that. I've run out of grout basically, so I can't do the bottom down there, but I will be doing it. And what I've done as well is, guys, I've put like a little nice trim around there. If you remember, that's wood just to get the right height. So I've trimmed that up, so that looks nice. At the moment now, I'm just putting all my stuff kind of tidy because it got a little bit shoddy in here with me working on stuff, and I'm going to give everything a bit of a de-dusting. A de-dusting, if that's what you call it. I have got to get around to this though and give this another good lick of paint, sort some other things out. It just takes ages to do things properly, doesn't it? Did clean this just now, but it needs a proper clean. Water's a little bit green. It looks quite clear from the top, as you can see. Bit green. It seems to go a little bit greener the higher I lift my KH. But I think that's a good thing anyway. The auto feed has just gone off and the fish don't realise it's done yet, so they're in for a treat. Good products here, guys. So I had another little parcel in the post from Exclusively Koi. Got these, and I got this Bacto Plus clay. I use that once every 2 weeks. Normally I'd probably whack it in today, but I am going to whack it in today actually. I'm going to put it in. No, I'm not going to put it in today because on Wednesday, which is only 2 days away, that should clear up by Wednesday, but I'm on the live Q&As with Ricky, so yeah, set your reminder for that. If you've never seen it, they get idiots like me and some really knowledgeable people to ask cool questions. So I think that's on at between 6 and 7 on Wednesday evening. I think that's the 27th if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Yazzo? Yeah. Yeah, so tune into that. Failing that, I'll be down the Southwest Koi show all weekend. And she reckons she loves me so much. Caught her on Tinder last night. She doesn't love me that much, does she? Yeah, and what I've just found these guys. So got myself a few stickers made up. So if you do see me in the koi show and you say the magic words, abracadabra, I'll give you a sticker for your pond. If you're desperate to pimp it up, be alright, wouldn't it? What I might work on now is I've got to put a liquor paint through there, and I'm almost starting to think about my little Japanese bar. So that's going to be good. But I've still got like a dozen things to do in here just to get this all pimped out. I found a nice place for Andy Finch's filtration systems. That's going to go underneath that I bought for him. So that'll live underneath there when this is all finished. I promised I was going to put that up. Oh, by the way, guys, I won another one of these the weekend. Not with this, but with a different little Shiro that I bought from Fujio through Ryan from Exclusively Koi. So it was on Fujio's recommendation actually, and it actually did win another silver at the I'm not sure what koi show that was. Was it the All Japan Junior Koi Show, or was it a different one? I think it was a different one. But anyway, I'm really happy with that. So I'll obviously get the cert, and I'll get the award sent to me through the post pretty soon. But unfortunately, this Shiro that I've got, which done really well in the last competition because it was at 28 cm, I think it grew a bit too much and I had to go up a category, and the category was a lot, there was a lot more competition in that category, and unfortunately for me anyway, old Omosako cleared up. Not with that one because that's in my pond, but old Omosako knows what he's doing on the old Shiro scene, doesn't he? So he turned up with a spectacular, I think a 30 cm Shiro, and I'll be honest with you, it's absolutely that, the pattern, the Saroji, and everything on it was absolutely fantastic. You know what I mean? It was pretty much picture perfect. It's the most interesting Shiro, probably one of the my favourite fish I've actually seen, probably. But I'll put a little clip up of that now for you. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this coleslaw, and then we'll do a little talk through about what I've done, and maybe about the new app Koi Control. It's really good. If you follow Phil on Telford Koi, he's done a little review of it as well. I think Phil's is more geared on water params, which it's amazing for. The reason I really like it, because it keeps track of all my fish. I think I got 5 or 6 in Japan now. They're only 50 quid each, as, and I said that they were only 50 or 60 quid each, those fish. 5 in Japan, but it's good. I'm not lying. And but it's good for me to keep an eye on those, because getting on now. The old grey matter is not as sharp as it once was. It was a lot sharper before I got blown up in 2006, I can tell you that now. But anyway, look at that. Looks like a all dusty and sexy, doesn't it? Oh, I love workmen. They're so sexy, aren't they? What are you laughing at? She loves workmen. She reckons they're her biggest fans. But I think workmen just love everyone, don't they? Right, guys, there's one thing I forgot to mention. My mate printed me a t-shirt. Anyway, I've only got 2. He's printed me another one, just in case I get snobs on this one and I get another one. But anyway, pretty cool, isn't it? Good job. Thanks a lot, Freaky. That's his name, by the way. But let me show you through this little modification I've done on the Oase drum. I think it's well worth it, whoever's got one of these drums, and it takes 5 minutes and it's not much to it at all. Let me show you. Right then, guys, what you're going to need for this is it'll run on your existing air pump that you're using to run your moving bed. You're going to need one of those. You can get them from B&Q. It's like a irrigation system or something like that, right? Comes in like a black and orange packet, but you could probably get these from anywhere, to be honest. It's just a tea piece. And then some of this stuff, what is it, 12 or 14 mil, but it's the same kind of stuff that's in the Nexuses and Easy Pods and all that kind of stuff. It's readily available, really cheap stuff. Okay, so let me spin you around. The dust, guys, because I haven't got to cleaning this yet, but basically that's my 95 air pump that I use. Okay, so it comes straight down on like a black hose pipe. I put the junction in here, tee off a hose pipe, and then this just shoves straight into the hose pipe perfectly. Okay, then it goes into the Oase drum, and basically the end is here. Okay, and it's basically just bowed all the way underneath like a horseshoe shape. And what I've done is I've punctured tiny holes in this all the way around, and she just bubbles constantly. And since that's been bubbling, I've had no build-up of sediment in here. Let me see if I can take off one of these and show you. You can just about see the bubbles coming up. Now normally that is absolutely packed with fish poo and sediment, okay? Now there is still a little tiny bit down there, but it's because where you can see that bubbling, because of the air in the pipe, is lifted slightly. So what I am going to do is, next time I purge my drains and this drum is empty, I've pretty much got these, but slightly smaller, that hold that actual circumference pipe, and I'm going to put a couple on the bottom, a couple on the sides. Obviously, before I actually do commit to putting those in there and drilling and tapping them in, I'm going to actually make sure that I'm not going to go through anything. But I think it's possible to do it. But just that little bit of bubbling away, literally just dislodges, unlodges, and keeps everything sort of like from settling that area. Yeah, it's pretty fly, I think. But anyway, like I said, it takes 2 seconds, and to be honest, I think Oase should be doing that anyway. That should be a modification that is done on this drum before you even get it. Like I said, you know, you've got the air pipe that comes in here to the stone. There's nothing to stop them from putting, you know, an air pipe going straight through here and then straight down there with a small tap to control the flow of each of them. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. You cleaning, boy? He's doing a bit of cleaning, ain't you, Wolf? Yeah, leave that dirt alone there, you. Come and clean the other side, look. So, I'm giving everything a bit of a sort out. I've got all my bacterias here that I put in every week. I've got my clays. Got a bit of koi master back there left over from last year. I think these are generally probably better. So I've got, that's actually empty. I use it as like a scoop for things. But we got some Pure Plus bacteria gel, and we've got, this is obviously my favourite at the moment, the Bacto Plus PSB, really good stuff. Got some pikey stickers, and we've got all my hanometers. So we've got chlorine, chlorine, yeah, KH, ammonia and nitrate. We've got some spare sachets and stuff, isn't it, pal? Yeah, thanks, mate. Got my Blue Lab Guardian box there, just in case something goes wrong. Got my calibrating fluids there, the pH4, the pH7 behind. Got my fluid test kit as well, so I always back it up with the fluid test kit, just to make sure these are working. And I've got a Colombo test kit in there as well, which I haven't used for a little while, but that might well be off, so I'll keep an eye on that. But I've also got that Aqua, I can't remember what it is, but it gets Aqua Resolve, so it's for algae and stuff like that, so that's handy. That worked really good last year. In it, Wolf Boy. So we're slowly cleaning up in here. Oh, and I've got my test kit up there, my microscope and all. That gets used quite often, to be honest, because you know, we like to keep on top of parasites, don't we? Funny enough, I had to treat for flukes this week again. So the product, he's laughing. The product I was using was Learnex, but not the Pro. I've got the normal Learnex at the back. This Pro is predominantly for gill flukes, I believe. So I've got the other one at the back, which I used. So I've always got a load of products up there for trick, Kostya, and everything that I might need. So if I've got some kind of problem, bosh, we're in. I've got other stuff as well in here. So it's pretty much my med kit. It's not Coca-Cola. There's some spare Bactine in there. Yeah, so we've got all of that kind of good stuff. Do you know what? I'm gonna have a go at one of these Oase things again. I bought these last year, and I wouldn't recommend taking them as gospel, but I'm gonna see how accurate it is right now for a laugh. Why not? Shits and giggles. Here we go, guys. Blomp in there for a couple of seconds, and then just rinse it off like that. Put it down there. Leave it for un minuto, and then we'll have a little look what's going on. So I've got a pretty good idea what's going on with the old my TDS is quite high at the moment because I salted the pond. I put a little bit of salt in the pond just to you know, bit of a tonic for the fish, no particular reason, but it's surprising how much has shot the TDS up. Normally I'm running at 100, 110 maybe. Sometimes it goes down as low as 70, but you know, weird. Here we are then, let's have a little look. So here is the colour chart. Let's put it the way it should be. So we've got, what's the top one? The top one is nitrite. Yeah, so a little bit. And then we've got, that is totally clear. And the next one we've got is GH. So GH, I would say, is there. So it's probably about 4. I don't really take any notice of GH, to be honest. Then we've got KH, which is, I know for a fact that my KH is pretty much 5 at the moment, 6. So that's pretty good. We've got pH, now my pH on the Blue Guardian is saying 7.7. This is saying, yeah, not that accurate. Again, you know, 7.2. It's saying more like 7.2 there, so that's a little bit off. And then that bottom one, not really interested in that. But anyway, yeah, it's, do you know what I mean? It's, yeah, you know, they're all thereabouts, but nothing kind of that I would trust, I would say. Some things match up, some things don't, you know what I mean? So, nice idea, but not the most, you know, accurate thing. Alright, Wolf. Wolf doesn't like it anyway. Yes, if you get one of those, I would probably take it with a pinch of salt. And if you haven't got anything else, well, that's better than nothing, isn't it? But I still wouldn't possibly trust them as much as I would say. Oh my god. Alright guys, so I do apologise. I did say I was going to explain how this app works. However, I got a very exciting delivery in the post. Let me spin you around. Something that has been worrying me and that has been racking my brains for absolutely ages. An epiphany. So there we are, guys. I've actually got my cover done. So yeah, she's in there pretty good. That's the only way I could do that corner section, but it still looks neat anyway. So I'm super stoked about that, and that means really happy. So in the end, guys, I did have a really good friend of mine actually did source me some glass, some toughened glass, but I did try to, if you can see here, I had to cut a recess. Oh, that don't see bad, does it? Excuse these stickers, guys. There's a recess cut there So she sits there, and then obviously then at the bottom of it will sit on there. Now yes, I need to put another screw there on the other side, but I was quite keen to get this up because, well, you know, fish are fish and all. So this, guys, is 10 mil Perspex. It's from a company called Cut My Plastic, believe it or not. So if you are after these, they cut them specifically to size, and I'm telling you now, guys, what they actually cut, it looks like glass. I don't know how they cut that so well, but it looks like it's been cut and sort of melted, and it is absolutely fantastic. Now obviously you're not going to be able to scrub that with a scourer because it will scuff up, but I am more than happy with that, you know. So I've done it so it's flush with the glass on the inside there. We've got a tiny 10 mil gap through there, but nothing's getting through there, and actually looks neat. You know, I could have cut this a bit lower, but no, that is lovely. So the pond is slowly coming together, guys. I'm not far off my bar, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm holding back to do my bar until everything else is finished. Grouting looks okay. I was going to dress these corners with like a little bit of aluminium or a little bit of stainless steel, but do you know what? They look fine. I knew they'd look alright with the grout in there, do you know what I mean? So yeah, and obviously I've got another one. What I have to do is cut up past there, and I've got another one of those on the inside there, if you can see it. So I have got a load more of these, guys, if you can see there. What have I got left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm hoping that is enough to do the outside of the pond. So what I'm going to do when the covers are actually off is, yeah, we're going to be doing this all the way around the pond outside as well, because I don't want no fish jumping out. You know, I've actually, you know, bought some pretty decent fish now, so the last thing I want is you know, a 2.5 grand koi jumping out of the pond. I would be absolutely devastated. It's happened to me before. I did save the koi that jumped out, consequently, you know, he died of that bacterial problem that I had. Yeah, you know, it is what it is, but like that was a good learning curve, that bacterial problem. And if that didn't put me off the hobby in the first couple of months, I don't know what is going to. I'm in this hobby for good, because I loves it. Yeah, guys, so like I said, I was going to do that app walkthrough, talk through, but I just realised that this video is going to be way too long. So look forward to that in the next one. And just to just to tell you again, I've got a pocket full of stickers in my pocket down in the southeast. So if you see me there, ask me for a sticker if you really want one. Yeah, I'll pretty much be by Koi Water Barn and exclusively koi pretty much all day Sunday and Saturday. I should have said Saturday and Sunday. But anyway, that is a massive weight off my mind. I'm going to soak these stickers now to get those off. I'm not going to scrub them off at all. But yeah, the pump house is looking pretty nice. I've made a bit of a mess there. I got this to take back to Keith for Koi Water Barn, because if you remember, I was going to put it there, the slide valve. But then I realised that I could actually, you know, reuse these by heating them up and taking them out, like people have been explaining to me, but I've just sort of, you know, took it with a pinch of salt. But yeah, it was possible, and that didn't turn up in time, so I'm going to give this back to me old Mucker G Keith. Remember, we've got the old things, and I've still got those things to put around the top. So when I drill the other holes now, plop, they'll go around the top just to finish it off. So anyway, guys, got to fill up my hopper again. We're currently feeding 2 minutes at the moment. I'm not quite sure how much food that is, but I get through one of those pretty much a week for the amount of koi I've got in the pond. excuse about the mess, guys. One final, oh look, oh, where did that Acer come from? Anyway, that was a really good price. When I bought that today and I went to pay for it, the woman on the desk was like, oh, that's a big one for the price, isn't it? And I was like, well, yeah, that's why I picked that one. But it is nice. I wanted something a bit lower, so it actually low and hang over the pond there. And actually, to be honest, this is the same variety as that, I believe. So it's going to look pretty good there. It's going to look like there's one big one coming through there. But, you know, it's going to give a lovely backdrop, isn't it? Let's look at the bamboo to plant. And Koi are looking... They're probably not very happy because they've had the hammer drill on. So anyway, guys, that's what the Acer is. If you're interested, it's not an Archaeopteryx perennium or a hideous chlamydius. I think my missus had a hideous chlamydius once, but yeah, that got sorted out before I met her. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Did you just hear about what I was talking to you about?
No, you didn't.
It's all right, nothing. We'll keep that one to us, guys. See you in the next one.